let's kick this explainer off by busting a massive myth. Most people out there assume that traders fail because they just haven't found that perfect strategy, or maybe they don't have the right algorithm. But the real truth hidden in the data, they're actually losing money because of their own psychology. Welcome to Mastering the Inner Market Trading Psychology. So that brings us to the million-dollar question, literally. Why do most traders really lose money? Look, the research shows that you could have the absolute best technical setup in the world, but if your emotions are in the driver's seat, your results are going to suffer, period. Think of the market as this relentless testing ground for our inner demons. It is going to test you every single day. Okay, let's dive right into this, because, it's so incredibly easy to blame outside stuff when a trade goes sideways, right? You blame a crazy volatile market, or a flawed strategy, or maybe your timing was just a split second off. But the real problem? It's happening quietly inside our own minds. The data clearly shows that emotional decisions destroy way more profits than bad indicators ever will. Think about it. Trades go down, fear pops up. Trades go up, greed takes over. And if we don't control these emotions, well, they're absolutely going to control us. Let's look at the first of the 4 emotional saboteurs the research calls out. This is problem number 1, fear, also known as the consistency killer. All right, picture this scenario. You just entered a really good trade. Your setup looks incredibly solid, but the absolute second a price ticks even slightly against you, that inner monologue just starts screaming. What if I lose more? Wait, what if I'm totally wrong about this? Suddenly, the panic sets in. And at that exact moment, you aren't trading your plan anymore. You are trading your fear. So what does that fear systematically do to us? Well, first, it makes you exit winning trades way too early. Second, you start completely avoiding perfectly good opportunities because, frankly, you're paralyzed. You hesitate constantly. You end up breaking your own strategy, you close out, and then, we've all been there, you watch from the sidelines in pure agony as the trade moves exactly how you originally expected it to. Over time, this toxic cycle completely destroys your consistency. But hey, what happens when a trade actually wins? Well, that triggers the exact opposite emotional extreme. Let's talk about problem number 2, greed, the illusion of easy markets. Now, what's really interesting about this data is seeing how quickly success can just poison our discipline. You win a few trades, and suddenly your mindset dangerously shifts. You start thinking, hey, I can make more. I should definitely double my position size. Wow, this market is a piece of cake. And in that exact instant, poof, your discipline completely disappears. Believe it or not, those emotional highs, they are just as toxic as the emotional lows. Because once greed takes the wheel, everything goes out the window. You start overtrading. You start taking completely unnecessary risks. Oh, and you start ignoring those stop losses you literally just set 5 minutes ago. You're suddenly chasing entirely unrealistic profits. And guys, this happens fast. Eventually, it really just takes one single greed-driven bad decision to completely wipe out weeks of your careful, methodical progress. And then comes the fallout from all of that. We arrive at problem number 3, revenge trading, or as I like to call it, trading to win it back. So, you lose a trade, then maybe a second, maybe 3 in a row. The frustration is building up. Your heart rate is absolutely spiking. At this point, you're not even looking at the charts logically anymore. You've become highly emotional, and you dive right back into the market. Not because you see a solid setup, but because you feel like you just need to win that money back right this second. And that, right there, is revenge trading. The chaotic fallout from revenge trading is just brutal. It leads straight into impulsive entries and usually oversized positions because you're desperately trying to make up for the deficit. Those poor decisions just keep compounding. So instead of climbing out of the red, you're basically just grabbing a bigger shovel to dig a much deeper hole. Emotional trading rarely, actually scratch that, it practically never produces clear thinking or positive outcomes. It literally just digs the hole deeper. Which finally brings us to our 4th villain. Problem number 4, overconfidence. This is the sneaky saboteur. And this brilliantly illustrates a razor-thin line that professional traders constantly have to walk. Look, confidence is an incredible shield, right? You absolutely need to believe in your system to actually execute it. But overconfidence, that's a blindfold. After a really good winning streak, some traders start feeling totally invincible, just balancing recklessly on this fragile little foundation. They stop respecting risk, they crank up their leverage, and they just completely ignore the massive warning signs flashing right in front of their faces. It becomes a really dangerous arrogance. And the data is crystal clear on this. The market punishes arrogance very, very quickly. If you decide to stop following your rules simply because you think you're suddenly smarter than the market, trust me, it will absolutely humble you. So, how do we actually stop this cycle? Let's take a breath, slow things down a bit, and look at fixing your trading psychology, the blueprint for discipline. What the analysis clearly reveals is that if you are trading for emotional excitement, the adrenaline rush, the fast moves, the crazy high volatility, well, you're just gambling. Real professional trading actually looks remarkably boring. It's highly structured, it's incredibly controlled, it is strictly disciplined. It turns out that boring consistency, not wild emotional excitement, is what actually builds your accounts over time. Let's walk through the exact steps the sources outline to achieve this, starting with phase 1, managing the trade. First up, you have to use strict risk management to calm your mind. Because when you actually control your position sizing, your fear and stress drastically decrease. Second, always follow a predetermined trading plan. You need to know exactly why you're entering, where you're going to exit, and what completely invalidates the trade before you ever click a button. And third, this is a big one, stop staring at your charts all day. Obsessively watching every single 5-minute candle makes every tiny little movement feel so dramatic, and it just massively increases your urge to make impulsive decisions. Seriously, protecting your psychology is every bit as important as protecting your capital. Next, we move right into phase 2, managing the mind. The research really emphasizes that you have to accept losses as a completely normal part of trading. I mean, even the absolute greatest traders in the world lose. A controlled, planned loss is always far better than an emotional disaster. But more importantly, you have got to detach your self-worth from your trade results. Listen, a winning trade doesn't make you a genius, and a losing trade definitely doesn't make you a failure. Trades are just outcomes, they are not your identity. Focus heavily on the process of consistency and force yourself to think long-term. So the crucial point here is that mastering the market requires mastering yourself first. It requires the long-term mindset. So let's look at your daily checklist. The studies show this checklist is essentially the root system for your survival as a trader. You've got to build this deep foundation where you simply accept losses as normal, you control your risk carefully, and you follow your trading plan no matter what. By actively avoiding emotional overtrading and stopping revenge trading instantly, you're protecting your capital like a shield. And then, staying humble after your wins, detaching your emotions from the results, and keeping your focus on long-term consistency, those are the locks that secure your progress. Strong habits and ironclad discipline are the actual upgrades your strategy needs to grow. Because the brutal truth is, the market isn't just out there testing your technical analysis. It is actively testing your patience, your mental stability, and your discipline. It is always going to test you. So the only question left is, will you master yourself before it tests you again? Thanks for exploring these insights with me in this explainer. And hey, here's to finally conquering the inner market.